You hand a suitcase to the agent. The counter breathes with fluorescent light, and the scanner makes a short, official beep. The tag flaps as it's slapped onto the handle. There's the soft thud of your bag dropping onto the conveyor, and the hum of belts swallowing a dozen other cases like it. You feel a minor lift of panic. Did you leave anything important inside? And a small relief as the agent thumbs the printed tag toward you. If that scene sounds like your anxiety at check-in, stay with me. I want to walk you through, step by step, what really happens to that bag after it disappears down the chute, and exactly what you can do to protect your stuff. I speak from years of travel and time inside airport operations. This is calm, practical advice, not alarmism.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
First, what happens in the first 5 minutes? The bag hits a short conveyor and rolls into the baggage handling system. A camera or barcode scanner will read the paper bag tag or an RFID chip. That scan tells the system where to route the bag next, which sorting belt, which ULD pallet, the metal containers used for wide-body aircraft, or whether it needs human attention. If the scanner can't read the tag, the bag is diverted to a manual inspection area where people will open it, re-tag it, and manually route it. That physical handling is the most common moment a bag can be delayed. How to prepare at home so the first 5 minutes go well. Weigh and measure your bag. Check the airline's size and weight limits and remove anything forbidden or fragile. Photograph the outside and the inside. Take a clear photo of the suitcase, the contents, and the receipt or booking reference. Put a printed label with your name, phone number, and email inside the bag, as well as a tag on the outside. Don't rely only on the airline's adhesive tag. If you're traveling to a different country, include your itinerary and a local contact. Pack valuables and essential medicines in your carry-on so you're not dependent on the checked baggage system. At the counter, have your ID and booking open. Double-check the name on the tag matches the name on the ticket exactly. If you have a tight connection, tell the agent and ask them to note priority transfer on the tag. Good agents will do this automatically if they know your connection is short. If you have an oversized or overweight item, admit it before the bag is loaded. Paying the fee and routing it correctly is cheaper than the cost and delay of removing and reprocessing it later. Now, the reason for the rigid rules about tags, weight, and timing. Airports and airlines use automated sorting the same way a postal sorting facility does. Imagine a giant mail sorting warehouse where every parcel has a barcode. If the code is smudged or the barcode reads the wrong destination, the parcel is placed on the wrong truck. For luggage, every missed scan is a potential misroute into someone else's plane or into the manual pile that takes hours to clear. The analogy helps because both systems balance speed and accuracy. Automation moves thousands of items quickly, but fails when the data is missing or wrong. What are the concrete risks and likely costs if something goes wrong? Domestic checked bag fees in many markets commonly range from about $25, $35 for the first bag when purchased online, rising at the airport counter. Overweight or oversized fees vary wildly, $50, $200 or more, depending on airline and how much you exceed the limit. If your bag is delayed, typical recovery time for a misrouted domestic bag is 24.72 hours. International delays can be several days. The worst case, irretrievable loss, triggers liability limits set by international conventions or airline contracts of carriage. In practice, recoverable compensation can often be in the low thousands of dollars, but you must file a proper claim and keep receipts. Missing an onward connection because you checked a bag too close to boarding time is common. If you give the airline less than the minimum check-in time they require, often 45–60 minutes for domestic, more for international, your bag may not make that flight even if you do. Risk numbers. While many flights move almost all bags without trouble, tight connections under 45 minutes increase misconnect risk sharply. Airports with long transfer distances or where bags must be rechecked for international legs are higher risk. If you want a simple rule of thumb, if your total connection time is under an hour, assume your bag might not keep up and plan accordingly. The cheapest and safest solution is layered. Carry on what you can, prepay any checked bag fees online. It's usually cheaper than at the counter. Use a clear contact label inside and outside, lock the bag with a TSA-approved lock, and add a lightweight Bluetooth or LTE tracker inside a secure pocket. If you have valuable items that cannot be replaced, keep them in your carry-on. If you fly a carrier with free checked bags via a credit card or elite status, use that benefit and verify which flights and fare classes it applies to before you book. Many useful links can be found in the description. Let me explain 2 common practical tools that passengers can use right now. First, a simple phone photo of the bag tag and the bag itself is proof the airline accepted that exact bag. Take that photo before you walk away. Second, a lightweight tracker, AirTag, Tile, or an LTE tracker in an inner pocket gives you live data on whether the bag reached the aircraft, the transfer hub, or a foreign city. Note airline rules. Active batteries in some tracking devices are sometimes frowned upon for checked baggage, but most major carriers allow small, non-flammable batteries inside luggage. Always check carrier policy if you carry a device with a lithium battery. One hidden fee and misleading upsell to watch for. Many online booking sites advertise a low fare but hide baggage fees until late in checkout. You'll also see bundle packages that promise boarding priority and a checked bag. Sometimes that priority has no effect on whether your bag makes a tight connection. Boarding early won't help a conveyor's schedule. At the airport, agents and kiosks may push gate-checked insurance or extra handling fees. These are rarely necessary and are often cheaper or redundant with the protections you already have via a travel credit card or existing travel insurance. How to refuse. Be polite but firm. Say you do not want the upsell. Decline the printed add-on and pay only for what is clearly listed on your booking. If the counter agent insists on an added fee for re-tagging, ask for a supervisor and request the reason be recorded on the baggage receipt. If your bag is delayed or lost, act quickly and calmly. Go to the airline's baggage service office before you leave the airport. File a Property Irregularity Report, PIR, and keep copies of everything: the PIR reference, your ticket, the bag tag photo, and receipts for any essentials you buy while separated from your bag. Airlines will typically reimburse reasonable essentials. Keep receipts. Follow up with a formal claim online if the bag isn't delivered in 7–10 days. Escalate to the airline's customer service, and, if international, reference the applicable convention or local passenger protection rules. A practical checklist to reduce stress the next time you check a bag. Photograph the packed bag and the bag tag. Put contact and itinerary information inside the bag. Prepay checked baggage online when possible. Use a tracker inside a zipped interior pocket. Keep critical items and medications in your carry-on. Tell the agent about short connections at check-in and ask for priority transfer to be noted. One final note about baggage trackers and privacy. Tracking devices can tell you where your suitcase is, but they won't speed up the physical handling, only human intervention at the bag desk can. Use the tracker for situational awareness and peace of mind, not as insurance that your bag will magically teleport to you. If you want the shortest answer, treat checked baggage as an efficient but fallible conveyor system. Prepare it, document it, and assume delays are possible so you don't leave essentials behind. If your goal is to avoid any risk at all, shift critical items to your carry-on. If this helped, please like the video and subscribe for more practical travel tips and insider explanations. Thanks for watching and safe travels.